Okay.
It's out of control. Guys, let's get this reaction video started, man. It's on some promiscuity shit. Some Steve Wilkos promiscuity shit. And speaking of, man, hey, man, me and my friend are currently talking about a certain topic that has been going viral. Uh, these past couple of weeks. Guys, who's keeping in touch with this Dylan Dennis Logan Paul's situation pertaining to Logan Paul's fiance, bro? That shit is I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh because Logan Paul has never given me a reason to hate him or to want to dishonor him by laughing at his situation and stuff. Ah, dog, but the way Dylan Dennis did it, dog. Hey, guys, men, imagine a dude just pulls out receipts of your woman. One, this guy. Two, this guy. Three, this guy. I might never buy a wedding engagement ring or whatever, ever in my life, bro. Judging by the generation we're living in, but I'm sorry for taking my time rambling on. This one decided I need to know if she's my granddaughter. From what I'm reading from the situation, I think her son's girlfriend might have cheated. Let's get to it.
I'm here today because my son and his girlfriend need to find out if her 3-month-old daughter is his child or not.
Me and Elizabeth met in high school, and then after high school, after we graduated, we got together. Me and Elizabeth were in a relationship. We broke up because...
Oh shit, man. Oh god, let it never be me. Okay, wait. Now I'm paying attention.
Because there was a bunch of rumors. Now I got back with her. She has a baby, and I was trying to figure out if it's really mine.
Okay.
So we were together around New Year's of 2017. We thought she might have been pregnant. She was kind of doing the morning sickness and stuff.
There was talk of her being pregnant, so we had Elizabeth take a pregnancy test. She went and took a pregnancy test. She came out. She did not know the results of it. The girl who had taken her to take the pregnancy test come back to Isaiah and I and said, she's not pregnant. You know, there may have been a switch of test. You never know. Because we seen a negative test. There was 2 pregnancy tests in a pack. We don't know where the other test was. This person did not want them together at all. They kept destroying and sabotaging their relationship until they broke up.
Test came back up negative, and then we ended up breaking up because the rumor started again. And by the time we broke up, she was pregnant and she was with another dude.
So then here comes December when the baby is born. Isaiah and I ended up at the hospital. When Elizabeth had the baby, I held the baby. When I look at her, I see Isaiah in her.
Yeah.
Isaiah was holding the baby. The neighbor from across the street came over, and she sits there and she says, "Oh my God, that's your twin, Isaiah." And then I think that's when it clicked in my head as, wait a minute, that could be his baby.
She said in March she found out she was 5 weeks pregnant. We broke up around February 14th area. The timeline, it kind of points to me because around that time I was with her.
And I got a picture of Isaiah, and he was 8 months old in this picture.
Oh, okay. So, from what I'm understanding from this situation, because despite the human that's fading, it's fading. I'm paying attention to what's happening. From what I understand, they broke up. She was having the baby. I think they showed up for maybe emotional support or something, because the way they're explaining it, it's like they didn't expect the child to be his, you know. They expected for maybe they showed up for emotional support, or maybe they showed up because he still loved her. Who knows? But then afterwards, they started looking at the baby and they were like, okay, we might have relegated this baby to being someone else's, but this baby kind of looks like him. Now we sort of confused, and maybe we need to confirm whether this baby is one of us. That's okay. Let's get to it.
And I compared the picture to the baby. spitting image.
When I'm with my daughter, she smiles every time I talk to her. She giggles, and then I sing to her, hold her, put her to sleep. And it makes me feel wonderful. I feel like I'm this child.
Sorry to pause it again. I never get when people say that, because I know, yeah, there's a lot of situations. Maybe some people have it more than others, where when they're holding a baby or something like that, the baby cries or the baby is very like unsociable or whatever. But there are like times, I think it's like a 60-40 balance, or a 70-30, honestly speaking, in terms of babies. You know what I'm saying? Where 70 the baby like likes me and stuff, and then 30 the baby is like unsociable. Like the cousin that I mentioned sometimes, um, her baby is like just not social at all, bro. But not just to me, it's like to everyone. She has to warm up to you. The baby has warmed up to me now. She even like came to me like one time in church, just by her of her own like accord. She came to me. That means she got used to me. So I get that when a baby, but it's not that hard to get a baby to like trust you and stuff like that. I just feel. I think you just have to be cool about it. I don't get this thing where they're like, the baby warmed up to me, it laughed, it likes it when I'm around, so automatically it must be mine. Oh, it's like that's a bunch of shit. That a woman can't bring a baby to me and say, look, the baby is smiling at you. It must be yours and convince me. Man, fuck that shit. A lot of babies smile to me. I'm a fucking hero. Let's go.
As father, she looks like me. I have an amazing bond with the baby, and it's a wonderful thing.
It'll break my heart. It'll hurt me if it wasn't his. That ain't recording, is it?
What is it about your children?
I just don't like for my children to be set up for disappointment nor failure. And I know it's a part of life, and that's something they have to get over.
Let's go, Mom.
My Isaiah is old enough now.
Let's go, Mom.
Any mother would want to protect their child.
Let's go, Mom.
If I find out I'm not the father, it'll probably make me a little tear up, but I'm still gonna be in the life of the baby because I want to be with her mom.
I'm really looking forward to find out the answers so that way we can move forward with our life. If it comes back that he is not the dad, we will still be there for Elizabeth. Him and Elizabeth wants to have a relationship still, and he wants to be the baby's father.
My mom's concern is she don't want me to get too attached to the baby. She don't want to get too attached to the baby if it's not mine. How I look at it is I really don't care. I want to be in.
You have to be a different type of breed of person to still want to do that. Because I see some guys always do that. Like, I don't care, like she had the baby outside when we were in a relationship, but now we're back, so it doesn't count and whatever. But to me, like, I think like it sort of counts, just in terms of feelings. Because I know what it's like when a woman is truly in love with someone. Like, I've seen women that I've wanted their dedication, specifically one particular woman especially that I wanted. The rest, it was just like physical, but with her it was a little bit more like I really wanted her, but she was really dedicated to her guy. And in terms of her dedication to her guy, it's so like solid. Like, I couldn't see her just like after they break up, no matter what happened, her just finding someone and sleeping with him like on a whim, like where she'd even find the strength for that. And then in another case, I've had like a woman or maybe a couple, not a couple. I'm not a player. I'm not a ladies' man. But I have been in relationships where the woman it's more than just she likes me more. She's like in love, in love, and like you can see it in their eyes, you can feel it in their spirit. And even though it didn't work out, I just know, not that I'm counting on it. It wouldn't even bother me because I'm not going back. But to even for her to even like sleep with someone and have a baby right after we broke up, I just don't see it happening. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's possible, it's just not probable. Women who are truly in love, they don't just move on that fast, in my opinion. A woman who moves on that fast is either a hoe or she never loved you in the first place. She never really loved you that way in the first place. Because, man, I've seen women who've broken up with men that they love. I've seen the women that I've broken up with, like their faces and like bro, it's bad, bro. It's bad. I have to talk to friends before I break up with, like, before I end some relationships, bro. It's so bad. Like, this woman, I don't think she loves him.
This baby's life and make sure she's happy, no matter what.
Lloyd, do you believe that your son is the father of Elizabeth's daughter?
I do believe he is, Steve. You know, like I said, everything points to him.
Yeah. And what makes you think that he might not be?
Because when they broke up, you know, it's a possibility, you know, she was with another man. But the timeline points to Isaiah, so it's an iffy thing.
Right. And have you met the little granddaughter?
Yes, they've stayed at my house several times.
Yeah.
You know,
And what's your attachment?
I'm attached to her, but I'm trying to do it from a distance, so I don't get too attached. Just because if she's not his, I don't want to put my all into it.
Now, your son has told my producers he wants to stay with Elizabeth even if he isn't the father.
He does, but my main concern is if you're not the father, you're going to get yourself too attached, and later on down the road, you're going to just get tore up regardless.
Why's that?
If it comes down to it, that is not yours. You want to take care of somebody else's child. You're just going to get your feelings set up. You know, they're going to, if they end up breaking up again, you're going to get yourself set up for failure.
How did you find out you were pregnant?
I took a pregnancy test with a mutual friend. She's like, we'll take one together. So I was like, okay. And I did. She said, get out. So I was like, okay, let you do what you need to do. And then it ended up being negative, but there's 2 in the box. And I took one, she took one. And she won't be able to have kids. And the reason why she did that is because she don't want me and Isaiah together, and she can't have kids, and I can.
Why wouldn't she want you and Isaiah to be together? This is a friend of yours, right?
Yes. I don't know. She just always talk bad. Yeah, pretty much.
Is there any chance that somebody else is the father of your baby?
A slim chance. But
What?
Stop the fuck shit. You know there's a big chance someone else is the father. She's saying slim. Bro, don't ever play these. Listen, women who you don't have to take my advice. It's always your choice. You have your free will. Do whatever you want. But in terms of me, if I may just say something, my dear, just be 100 when you're in those situations, bro. Don't be there's a slim chance, there's this, there's that, because if it ends up being something else, you're just going to look like a fool. It's going to look worse already than the situation already is, where people are painting you out to be some kind of like woman of the night or something. I'm trying not to use like bad words, you know, some woman of the night or whatever, you know, the world's double standards and the stigma that's in like within human civilization is just going to look bad for you. So just try and be 100 as possible, because it just makes the situation worse. You know, you were sleeping with maybe like 2 different guys. Maybe I don't know a situation. I don't know. I heard she was in another relationship. I don't know if it was really a relationship or whether they were just knocking boots. But like, be 100 each time, bro. Especially when it has something to do with like a child that you brought into this world, bro. Don't be like, that just it pushes like men off in terms of like our pride, bro. Like, forget the progressive men you all think, oh, that's a real man. No, in terms of like guys, naturally, it just pisses off our pride and like how we feel inside, bro. Don't do that shit.
It's a slim chance.
like just one.
One other guy?
One chance. Like
One chance. So you had sex with one guy one time?
Yes, but
Other than
not
Isaiah?
other than Isaiah, but it wasn't at the time me and Isaiah was together.
Well, I'm not really concerned with that. But biologically, somebody else could be the father.
Yeah, but
Was Isaiah happy when you were pregnant?
we really didn't talk during my pregnancy.
Why didn't you talk?
I tried to contact your son. I text him.
Why didn't you contact me? You know
I
who we
thought
are.
that you didn't like me. Like, I thought you hated me.
Does that make a difference if there's another child involved?
No. But
So, no but.
it's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
So you
could've
went
put
through the whole
something in
pregnancy
mail
by
or
yourself
anything.
then?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been nice to have some help?
Yeah.
We could have made sure you were taken care of. We could have that would have been a good chance for him to better bond with you and a baby.
Elizabeth, why didn't you tell me when you were pregnant? You could have let me know so I can go and see the ultrasounds, go to the appointments with you, and make sure I was there and had stuff for you.
I tried to, but
you knew she was pregnant, right?
I knew when I saw her in the store with the other dude. Like
How far along was she?
I don't know.
I mean, belly shown?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. So
We understand that she was with the other guy, so she couldn't tell us.
Right.
But she could have came to us other times.
You now are with Elizabeth, right? And how's that going?
It's going wonderful. We're like best friends. We do a lot together, and I even take her and the baby out.
Well, that's nice. And do you want to be?
Yeah, she was never in love with this guy. I'm thinking about it by the way they telling this story, guys. Sorry for pausing again but it's a reaction. I have to give commentary. But yeah, she never loved this guy because if she knows and that she's trying to hide it and shit. Oh, look at it. Oh no, it's a call. But yeah, if she knows that it could be his and she's still trying to hide it and she's still trying to retain some sort of control over the relationship with the other guy, then it's very obvious that she doesn't love this guy. Like, she wasn't planning to maybe come back, or she was trying to definitely make it work with the other guy. This is not a thing where she was really in love and she was struggling to move on like most women who are in love that I know act, bro. Like, maybe I'm stereotyping. But yeah, that's that. And but it's not the end of the reaction. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a bunch of messages and calls. Let's continue. Let's finish this.
You the biological father to the little girl?
Yes, sir.
What happens if you're not?
If I'm not, I'm still going to be there, but I'm not going to get too attached. I want to be there and make sure she has a good life with her.
Kids are going to get hurt,
their own
Mom, right?
mistakes, yeah.
I got kids.
Yeah, I can't protect them their whole life. But
And kids are going to have their feelings hurt.
and if she is my granddaughter, I'm willing to, I'm in the process of buying a home. I'm willing to put them in my home
That's
and
a
help
good
take
question.
care of them.
What if the little girl's not your granddaughter?
I'm still going to help take care of them, but not as I would as if it was my actual blood.
Okay.
But I'm still going to help, regardless.
That's a fair answer.
Easier said than done. I do love children,
That's-
so.
It's a
That's
fair
right.
fucking answer.
You know what? Because I think that's a very honest answer.
It's
Might
a fair
not be
fucking
the
answer.
warm, kind answer everybody's expecting, but it's true. If it's not your own blood, you probably don't have as much connection.
Exactly,
If it was your own
bro.
blood.
Come on.
Well, let's
Stop
find out.
forcing it.
You came here today, you took a DNA test, and the result of that test, Isaiah, is that you're not the father.
Elizabeth.
Come here.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being cold. I'm sorry, guys. If I'm being an asshole, know that I apologize to you and your feelings. This is my way of preemptively making peace with you before you get riled up and start commenting some shit. I am sorry. I apologize, okay? I'm only gonna do that once. I'm not making peace. If you go past that, I am sorry, okay? So let's chill out. But Trump hands, guys. Trump hands. Trump hands. I could even see by the way he's wiping her tears and then she's holding on to him. She's not holding on to you because she loves you. She's holding on to you because she's looking for a safe space and a home for her and her child. She's looking for some sort of stability and family within a man that she wasn't even sure she really wanted to be with, Because, okay, let's say this woman was truly in love, right? From my knowledge, all the experiences that I've gone through, etc. Guys, I'm not saying I'm over here super experienced, but come on, we've all been in relationships, or some of us, it's healthy to be in relationships from an early age, I feel, But if, let's just say she was in love, right, guys? Let's just say she was in love. If you're still in love with a guy, or still had some sense of I really deeply love this man, she would have still found a way, even in secret, to tell him, even while she's with the other guy, hey, I think this baby might be yours, and I don't know what to do. she wouldn't have tried to hide it from him, try to keep the other guy happy, etc. She would have found a way. I don't believe she loves this young man, you know, and that's crazy for this type of situation where guys do this. Let me not mention who I know, but no, let me not even mention whether it's friend or family, because it'll be too easy to track them down for people that I know who might see this one day or might see this now. But yeah, the situations where a dude has just said, you know what, I'm gonna take care of this woman and her child. I don't care if the child is mine, etc., etc. And guys really put themselves out there on the line and put their hearts out there for whatever they're feeling with their hearts or their dicks or whatever. Mostly their dicks, you know, when you're young, you know, you're trying to get in. And bro, it's always a risk to the guy, man. No one ever talks about the risk to the guy. Everyone always talks about, oh, he did the right thing. He did the right thing. He's such a man. Like, you never talk about how guys get hurt, especially when situations like this don't work out. And it's fucked up. So let's continue so I can get to these people who can try to contact me.
It'll be okay, guys. This is just something you're gonna have to work through. But you need to find out who the father is. So, who could that possibility be? Huh? You don't know?
And truthfully, if you guys stay together, that's all she'll ever know. So, and I do think in time, his mother will come around. As more time passes, she'll be receptive to the little girl.
Bro, nah.
I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope that you'll be happy together.
Man, fuck this shit. It's ending anyway. I'm not even gonna like go to the end of it because it's over anyway, guys. There's no freaking, now it's pissing me off. There's no she must come around, she will come around, she'll find a way to accept you. In Jesus' name we pray. Like, no, there's none of that shit. Because look, she even lied in the beginning. I mean, it's close to the middle. She said there's a slim 1% chance or whatever because it's just one other guy. Now she's saying she doesn't know. Which means it's not just the other guy, or the other guy might have already been tested. It's proof that he's not the father, etc., etc. And then it might be another guy. So she wasn't even trying to keep a relationship with that guy. She might have been sleeping with someone else on top of sleeping with that guy. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications, and stop saving people. Stop saving people, bro. It's not your job. Unless God hits you with a vision, comes down from heaven, like the book of Hosea, and says, take this woman of the night to be your wife and have children with her, and those children will be children of a woman of the night or whatever. I don't know what God's plan was in that book, bro. I gotta reread that book. Right now, I think I'm on the book of Nahum, if I'm mentioning that right. But whatever God's plan was, I still don't know. But as long as he ain't saying it to me, hit the post notifications and stream my EP, guys. I love you guys. You take care. You have a good day.
You can tell them all it's way too late. Way too late. Way too late to stay in this bed. Whole lot of Stevens been trying to even the odds. You should just play with your wrist. One hit of quitters from niggas who wait till legit, but I'm still trying to beat at the rod. I had to slip up when Shotty was giving me